You're watching episode
49
of Laxin at the Lair with our very special guest this evening,
Daron Tate. All right, happy Sunday, everybody, and welcome to Laxin at the Lair. My name is Daron Tate. I'm going to play you a couple of original songs. Here we go. Fast car, Tennessee whiskey, Estos Celos, and you here with me. Lights up, music plays, country roads, your body sways. Sunrise come and gone, we walk outside into the dawn. Didn't want much in life, just piece it hard, interested mind. I guess all of that will have to wait. Think about where we're from, as I still wanted you at dawn. I'm sitting softly singing Lady May. Morning hours, morning light, morning black tea and morning wine. Holding you among tall trees with whiskey, wine, and you and me. And I long to hold you till the end, but before tomorrow you're gone again. Didn't want much in life, just peace at heart and a rest in mind. I guess all of that will have to wait. Think about where we're from, as I still wanted you at dawn. I'm sitting softly singing Lady May. You moved on where my heart stayed, I'm missing you from miles away. And now the dawn, it still reminds me, you both stacked up in wine and black tea. There's no more you and no more whiskey, no more mornings and no more tall trees. Didn't want much in life, just peace at heart and a rest in mind. I guess all of that will have to wait. Think about where we're from, as I still wanted you at dawn. I'm sitting softly singing Lady May. Sitting softly singing Lady May. Cool, thank you guys. This next song, I don't know, has anyone here ever been inside a tornado before? It's, hey, yeah, tornadoes, it's the thing is like, you wake up in the morning and as a kid and you think, all I got is to ride the skateboard and go to baseball practice or whatever, and then you hear the sirens and your whole world turns upside down, or maybe your neighbor's world turns upside down and your house is still there standing and you don't know why. So this is a little bit about that and my growing up in Oklahoma and some references to my time growing up in DC. So this is a song called Tornadoes. I grew up with tornadoes, and there's nothing like that old wind blowing, oh, and a shaking in my soul, reminding us all how very small we are and out of control. And I said it today like I'm sailing away, like I won't be back again. I don't mind, I'm alone most times, but I'll miss you, my old friend. In a place that I shouldn't be, not at 43, I never knew when to quit. But it's hard when drinks are free, and last call's not until 3, and a friend asked me to sit. And I said it today like I'm sailing away, like I won't be back again. I don't mind, I'm alone most times, but I'll miss you, my old friend. I'm sailing away, like I won't be back again. I don't mind, I'm alone most times, but I'll miss you, my old friend. Outside the truck bed it held all the things I couldn't sell, and all that didn't fit the script, with all of the love and the laughter, and all the things that remained after a life in the Diamond District. And I said it in day, like I'm sailing away, like I won't be back again. I don't mind, I'm alone most times, but I'll miss you, my old friend. I don't mind, I'm alone most times, but I'll miss you, my old friend. I'm playing a little bit longer than the open mic, so I wrote a couple new songs to fill the time, and this is a brand new one. She was sleeping softly, her beautiful body in a big bed, and I didn't want to wake her, so I slipped my arm beneath her head. And it seemed like a lot at sunrise, especially for one cigarette. And so imagine my surprise when I come back to find she'd left. Go on, do what you have to. I don't have to be your man. I never meant to fall for you. Wasn't lover, you planned. You were like fire through my window. I was ashes in your hand. So go on, do what you have to. I'll be fine and I'll understand. Coffee still sits on the counter, the earrings in a red stained mug. He left me here in silence, left me thinking that I'm not enough. I still replay every moment in my head like a half-finished film. All the years together ended at dawn when you left on a whim. So go on, do what you have to. I don't have to be your man. I never meant to fall for you. Wasn't the lover you had planned. You were like fire through my window. I was ashes in your hand. So go on, do what you have to. I'll be fine and I'll understand. Maybe I was just passing, to you just a boy in a bed. And maybe I didn't say enough, or maybe too much was said. I finally made peace with the silence. I turned down the noise in my mind. I don't hurt anymore when it's quiet. I just miss you from time to time. So go on, do what you have to. I don't have to be your man. I never meant to fall for you. Wasn't the lover that you had planned. You were like fire through my window. I was ashes in your hand. So go on, do what you have to. I'll be fine and I'll understand. Yeah, go on, do what you have to. to, I'll be fine. I'll understand. All right. Oh, thank you guys. This is another song I wrote. It would be sunrise, but for the rain. And I don't know why I stayed up again. Remember you dancing and taking you home. And these pictures of you are now all that I own. It's just quiet. Life's far from clear. I'm half happy to be alone, half wishing you were here. Do you remember the nights in my bed? All the things that I meant and the words left unsaid. Now I need coffee to cure my twitching eyes. Like a boy all alone under early dawn skies. It's just quiet. Life's far from clear. I'm half happy to be alone, half wishing you were here. It would be sunrise, but it's cloudy again. I might touch somebody, but she's not like your skin. And she's not like your laugh, and she's not like your eyes. She's not like the mornings waking up to your smile. She's just quiet. Life's far from clear. I'm half happy to be alone, half wishing you were here. Somehow my body's the best it's ever been. I'm tan and I'm rested and I'm caught up with friends. Working all day and earning my wages by writing at night and filling these pages with quiet. Life's far from clear. I'm half happy to be alone, half wishing you were here. It would be sunrise, but for the rain. I still think about you every now and again. You were part of my mornings and something to hold. But I'm in with the new and I'm out with the old. I'm just quiet. Life's far from clear. I'm half happy to be alone, half wishing you were here. Half happy to be alone, half wishing you were here. Thank you guys. I had a request for a couple of cover songs, so I'm going to try one of those right now. I seen Jesus play with flames in the lake of fire. I was standing in. I met the devil in Seattle. Spent 9 months inside the lion's den. I met Buddha yet another time, showed me a glowing light within. But I swear that God was there every time I look into the eyes of my best friend. He said, my son, it's all been done. Someday gonna wake up old and gray. Go and try to have some fun, show and want to everyone you meet and greet and cheat along the way. There's a place in my mind that leads somewhere out there, far beyond this place, where reptile aliens made alive cut you open, pull out all your pain. How you make legal something that we all make in our brains. Some say they might go crazy, and again it might make you go sane. Every time I take a look inside that old fable book, I'm blinded and reminded of the plane caused by some old man in the sky. Marijuana and LSD and psilocybin and DMT, they all change the way I see. Love's the only thing that has ever saved my life. So don't waste your minds on nursery rhymes, fairy tales, or blood and wine, 'cause turtles all the way down the line. To each their own, we go home. Brothers and our souls must roam through the myth that we all the time. Thank you, man. How's everybody doing on Sunday night? I got some old friends here and some new friends. So I talked about my time growing up in Oklahoma. I also had a lot of DC growing up years, and this is a song about leaving DC. I think leaving DC for the last time, and it was chasing a girl, and it was chasing her to Colorado. So it just so happened that worked out, and she's here tonight. So I guess that's a good sign. We outgrew this house with the first one who came, and we had two more along the way. Paper thin walls and an old truck that stalled, and a pile of bills unpaid, and a cold East Coast wind blew right through my soul. I looked down at my three kids just as the tears they rolled. Living now in a house emptied out, like a body that nobody mourns. Stare at the night as the sky starts to light, with the sun rising in the morning, and a cold East Coast wind took me from the land. It left me alone on the floor in a home in a town that she couldn't stand. All I own now's in a tarp, packaged up in a truck bed, headed out of town. Once the prince on stage in the night wears the pain of a clown, and a cold East Coast wind, I'm leaving you behind. I'm headed west to find my love, and I won't let her go this time. Thank you guys so much. I just have a couple more, and I think we're gonna do those, and then maybe get up and talk a little and lax at the Lair a little here in a minute. So this is a song. This is a song called "Victim of Fate." I was playing dead, all my hopeless dreams. I was an out-of-touch lover in a closing time scene. The addiction was beautiful, you took away my pain. You took away my love and now it hurts again. I was alone, and I had it all. I was a victim of fate when I answered your call. You took my bed, and I took a fall. You took my memories, yeah, you took it all. I'm done with words on a path too long. The I love yous and I want yous and the sharing of songs. Don't say you love me when you make the night mine. When you sit laughing with them and leaving me outside. I was alone, I had it all. I was a victim of fate when I answered your call. You took my bed, and I took a fall. You took my memories, yeah, you took it all away. We're not the same, we love in different ways. 'Cause I'm fierce and I'm loyal and I want you all day. I was alone, and I had it all. I was a victim of fate when I answered your call. You took my bed, and I took a fall. You took my memories, yeah, you took it all away. Thank you, guys. I have maybe 2 more songs. All right, thank you. There's a song called Tell Me Friend. Tell me friend, where you been? You got home late and you're sleeping in. You worked till dawn, couldn't take no more. Your feet were tired and your back was sore. And I know you said you would call, you just got tired, that is all. Another promise, another break, call me back when you're away. But it's still dark, just 4 a.m. I look for you, you're gone again. I try not to be alarmed when you're not with me, but in his arms. And I know you said I could be a boy who might have meant something, that I was good and always true, but you got to go, please think of you. It's been a year since I heard from you. You never said goodbye, never said we're through. I guess we learned that love's immense. I'm sorry I came off so intense. I guess I was too naive, thinking you would never leave. I know that I held on too tight all of those late Friday nights. So tell me now what to say, and why I couldn't make you stay. Yeah, tell me now how I should be, and why you walked away from me. You were meant to be his wife, I'll just live this lonely life. So tell me friend, where you been? Are you working late, are you still with him? In a city or by the sea? Yeah, tell me, do you think of me? Yeah, tell me, do you think of me as a boy who still means something? 'Cause I was good and always true. Although you're gone, I still think of you. All right, thank you guys. There's a song called Something in Me. Of all the things I don't understand, how a woman's love turned boy to man. Should I quit and die or fight and stand? With my soul to sky or my body to land. So in the morning, by the break of day, while you're sleeping, I'll find my way. I'd love to sleep in, wrapped in your legs, but something in me won't let me stay. And I remember firelight, how you stayed with me through the night. I swore I wouldn't close my eyes till the morning sun lights the sky. So in the morning, by the break of day, while you're sleeping, find my way. I'd love to sleep in, wrapped in your legs, but something in me won't let me stay. And my curse, it seems, are my soft hands. They're unbecoming for a man. Woman said she liked my touch, and I'm too quiet and dangerous. So in the morning, by the break of day, while you're sleeping, I'll find my way. I'd love to sleep in, wrapped in your legs. Something in me won't let me stay. Yeah, I'd love to hear you stay with me. It's a final trick you got up your sleeve. I wonder whether we could be, but I work too much and I tend to leave. So in the morning, by the break of day, while you're sleeping, I'll find my way. I'd love to sleep in, wrapped in your legs. Something in me won't let me stay. Yeah, something in me won't let me stay. All the things I don't understand, how a woman's love turned boy to man. Right. Thank you guys. I might play one more song. One of my oldest friends from high school is here tonight, and I appreciate Eric coming out. He actually asked me for a song I wasn't ready to play, and I told him I was working on a different song. And this was back when me and him were 17 years old, and we had kind of a cast of characters that would buy us beer. And it wasn't just about those guys. And I actually have a verse for every one of those people that did that. But there's really some references to some places growing up. This is in our D.C. years. Some great music venues like the Grog and Tankard, the Fort Reno Concert Series, and a bunch of references to malt liquor. So this will be the last song I play tonight. I thank you guys. This has been such a cool night, and I love coming here on Wednesdays, and just love you guys. So here's born James Brown. We called him JB. He drank beer in a park on Sundays, kept a pistol in a tree. Just some prep school schoolboys who didn't fit in. Bring a little bit of food and a little bit of money, and JB'd buy the gin. Joe boy likes to sit and drink and smile. Sit up on old Deer Hill and get high. Whoa, he's not like me, but I learned him a few things. Why head back home when you can stay out in the night? Well, Pop's outside the same place, that old grog and tankard. I was walking with my mama. He proceeded to thank her. He said, you know most people, they just pass me by. They never say hello, never look me in the eye. But your boy likes to sit and drink and smile. Sit up on old Deer Hill and get high. Whoa, he's not like me, but I learned him a few things. Why head back home when you can stay out in the night? But Freddie was the best. He drank Mickey's with a smile. 3 or 4 grenade-sized bottles, we'd be good for a while. Watch the bands play Fort Reno, then we head to the other side. Climb that hill with a couple guitars and a case of St. Ives. Your boy likes to sit and drink and smile. Sit up on old Deer Hill and get high. Whoa, he's not like me, but I learned him a few things. Why head back home when you can stay out in the night? Why head back home when you can stay out in the night? Well, thank you guys so much. My name is Daron Tate. I love being here with you tonight.
Hello, welcome to episode 49 of Laxin at the Lair. I am Chuck Gibson with my co-host.
Travis Dowdy with our special guest.
There you go, thank you.
Daron Tate.
You know I had to fuck up after 49.
Hey, I'm just excited for one that we're at 49 and really stoked for
This
episode 50 next week, because not only is it the Thanksgiving show, it's also my birthday weekend. It's going to be epic. Like, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be an epic show, so make sure to tune into that one. But tonight we have Daron. I'm really excited to have you here, man.
Oh, man. Love your stuff. So, first question, how did you find out about the Lions Lair?
Good question. So I've been playing music my whole life. I talked a little bit about it during my set. I had grown up years in Oklahoma and in D.C. and this idea of sort of iconic music venues. And in Tulsa, we had Kane's Ballroom, and in D.C., I even referenced it in some of the songs, the Black Cat and Fort Reno and old Grog and Tankard days. And just not even just sort of like iconic music venue, but like the culture and community of place. And when I found this place, and I had, the people I met on Wednesday nights, like the Arthur S. and the Bitter Boxer, and I shouldn't even start naming names because there's like too many to name. And it's just like these guys are in the songs they're writing, and just forced me to be a better songwriter and to always come with new material and try to be better as a musician.
How long have you been coming?
Actually.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Me too. I come here on Wednesday and say, man, I sucked 2 years ago playing ukulele.
How long have you been coming to the Wednesday open mics?
It's probably only been a few months right now.
Okay. Oh. Nice. Well, this is a question I'd love to ask every time we have a musician on, is because it's a 2-part question. First part is there a piece of music that made you, that created that catalyst to make you want to play? And then second part of that is, especially as a musician, I'm a music nerd myself, though I may not be a musician. You can't just say what my favorite song is. So what is your current kick that you've been on, whether it's the last week or last month or whatever?
All right. To the first part, can I give a long answer? It's kind of a long way to get there. So this is also kind of goes back to Oklahoma growing up days too, which I first think of my grandpa. And I know it's real popular to say like Merle Haggard and Waylon Jennings, but that was totally him. but it was also some of the stuff like Travis Tritt and Brooks and Dunn back in that day. We also had, growing up there, my brother was a bouncer at a place called Willie's Saloon in Stillwater, Oklahoma. And they sort of had this like not radio country, sort of like this red dirt. And my contemporaries would be like Cody Canada, Jason Boland. But there was an older group of guys who were like Bob Childers and Tom Skinner. In fact, I remember buying the CD. It was at Starship Records and Tapes at 11th and Delaware in Tulsa. It's called the Red Dirt Sampler. The whole reason I still have a CD in my truck is you can't find this thing on Spotify.
Yeah.
But it's like this sort of non-radio country mix fiddle.
Yep.
Yeah.
You gotta have it.
From my DC days, bands like Teen Idols and the Fugazi and a band called Jonathan Fire Eater, and those were sort of some of our friends and people we went to school with. Drew a lot on those influences. I think I was also in like the MTV, we had that VHS tape and we'd pop it in and record it. If I had to pick one, like about like being a musician or what it's like.
Yeah, what was that catalyst moment?
I remember this one that was like Guns N' Roses live at the Ritz or something.
I know exactly that voice you're talking about. Yeah,
and just that energy that they brought, and it was one of those ones we recorded and just watched over and over, and it was live and it was raw and it was like a ton of mistakes, but a ton of just fun and energy.
That energy that they brought to that. So what has been kind of like your current cake of what you're listening to in your personal life?
Yeah. I'd say I have a lot of like kind of re-releases that I feel like have come out over the past couple of weeks. So like Springsteen had that 83 Nebraska re-release, which might be like a 3-disc. If you added up the songs, and every single one of those songs is as good as Nebraska, the original. Awesome, I think Dylan just had one in the past week, which is Through an Open Window. And it was sort of like
they did a re-release of that? I didn't know that.
Yeah, so it is sort of that early, like there's cuts in there from like Minneapolis from before he went to New York and stuff.
Got it.
So some of those older re-release.
Before that electric cut moment kind of
stuff,
thing.
yeah.
Sweet. Yeah. Awesome, man. Well, thank you.
Hey, so when was the first time you started playing guitar? I mean, when did you like first perform in front of somebody?
So playing guitar pretty much my whole life, and I had friends kind of growing up in Oklahoma and played guitar with them. Shout out to Robbie Dodd and Jeff Nickel and Elliot Packel and those guys. Moved to DC a little bit later in life. My friend Eric is here from my DC days in high school, and we had a band and played in his basement a lot, and had a band there called Little Blue Engine also. And
what kind of genres were you playing in that time?
It was like rock and roll and blues and just kind of jam at parties. And
sweet.
The old house band.
Little house band,
yeah. I love that stuff. Yeah, so next question. What was your first paid gig where you actually got paid money, and how much did you get paid? I love this question because there's a lot of people saying, I haven't been paid yet.
Yeah, I was going to say, I didn't know you could get paid doing this. No, it's I really haven't. I haven't had a good
you hadn't paid money at a gig yet?
I played in Galway, Ireland one time, and I remember it stands out to me for two reasons. I played like some Townes Van Zandt and G Love. And it was like nothing like people were playing. And I got the other thing that stood out is they gave me a free Heineken, and I thought that was weird for an Irish pub. But
yeah,
G Love played here actually.
Did he really? That's
awesome. He was awesome.
How much did you get paid for that?
That was my Heineken.
It was just the Heineken. Yeah, okay, have you with this current solo project that you have going yet? Have you had a paid gig?
I have not.
Well, that's about to change.
Welcome to your first one.
I love doing this. That's so I was going to say, you've been playing around. What is like your craziest thing that's happened since you've been doing solo work? Since recently, or before, I guess. Crazy gig, something that
craziest gig in general.
Either like really cool, like that one you're just talking about, or something that went really bad.
So I went, I'm actually, in my day life, federal employee. So we went government shutdown September 30th, and then I went kind of full time, and not a good gig when I said I don't get paid playing live gigs. So I hadn't made a lot of money yet, but I just really started showing up places and knocking on doors and playing 11 a.m. gigs, and I ran my little QR codes with my Venmo, and just trying to make a run at it. I think that's sort of it for the solo project. I think for kind of back in high school days, we used to have a guitarist that played with us. We called him Moose. Moose had a place out on the out on the water, out in
It's
Maryland.
a great nickname for a guitar player.
Moose.
I remember he had like this yellow Telecaster. We ended up out at his place on some body of water in Maryland, and we set up at 5 p.m. and played till 5, 6, 7 a.m. And we were recording the whole thing on just those little 90-minute Maxell tapes, and we just kept swapping them out. And
Do you have a 4-track recorder?
we got those tapes sitting somewhere. So that was.
I have some of those somewhere.
I'm sure you guys.
I have a
seen
recorder. I have the recorder somewhere. It's up in my attic. I was like, damn, I need to bring that down.
Those are some of my original mixtapes, just like recording stuff from the radio on those old Maxwells, Like,
Yeah. So
absolutely.
that's cool. Let's see. Am I forgetting a question? Did I?
Yeah, I got a couple more. So like,
Yes.
you went through this whole process with the shutdown. Do you, now that the government's reopened, do you still have your job? I'm not trying to dig too hard into that in terms of detail or whatever, but is the day job still available, or was it a permanent cut?
back full time at that job. The music stuff, I've written songs and played music my whole life. The shutdown gave me that opportunity to go full time into it and play 11 a.m. and 3 p.m.
awesome.
and get in the studio.
So what's kind of your plan for the next year pursuing this solo project?
Absolutely.
What is like the 1, 3, and 5 level goals that you're trying to hit with that?
Yeah. So you heard a lot of the songs tonight. I'm kind of interested in taking 5 of those and putting them on an EP and working with some old friends to do that. And
Cool. You want to get together with the band or just?
yeah, one of my good old friends from DC, his name's Danny Burns, and he's a Nashville guy, excellent musician, great sound. He pulled me into a lot of Irish pub gigs when we were living in DC, and he's just been a real mentor and a lot of help. And so spent a lot of the shutdown actually in Nashville working with him and playing music with him, and he pulled in musicians that just made me crazy, wouldn't realize how bad I was as a musician and as a singer, but awesome to work with them and try to get some songs down.
Well, if you're not
something happened, you got better.
Well, if you're not surrounding yourself with people that are better than you are, then you're wasting your time. That's something I've always personally believed. Like, you need those people that are constantly pushing you, and
you got to accept the fact that they're better than you.
But it gives you goals to aspire to. It keeps you pushing, keeps that fire, So that's all. Do you have a crew of musicians here in Denver yet that you're looking to work with, or are you open to working with people in the area?
I'm totally open, want to collaborate. I spend a lot of time up in Boulder, and so I have a couple spots up there. But honestly, the Wednesday night gigs, these are like walking.
It's such a great networking opportunity.
It's amazing, yeah. These are like my oldest. I feel like my oldest friends in town, even though I've only been doing it a little while here.
I've been coming here. I don't know. I started at the open stage like 25 years ago, Wednesdays, but lately it's been about the last 4 or 5 years I've been coming in and playing because I've been out on the road and everything like that. And it's just a family of great musicians on Wednesdays. Everybody's very supportive. Everybody like, you need a guitar, you need this, whatever, tuner, whatever. There's no hard feelings. People make room for everybody. Sometimes we cut our songs set short. Sometimes we make them longer. People get together, but it's a really great community of people on Wednesdays. The open mic is fun here.
If and when you build a band, are you wanting to kind of still stick in this, like more folksy storytelling, like kind of singer-songwriter pocket, or are you wanting to branch out into other things? Like what's kind of like the dream if you had a band?
That's a great question.
Explore everything. I feel like I have always been driven more by like lyric-forward songs. Mm-hmm. Playing with these musicians in Nashville was sort of eye-opening in terms of what they could do. And I listed some of the influences, everything from like the Merle Haggard to the Guns N' Roses and everything in between. And I think it doesn't fit neatly into a box. And so I'll explore absolutely everything.
That is my favorite kind of thing about this new era of music, of accessibility, is you don't have to be defined by a genre or subgenre. You can have that flexibility and that range to explore kind of multi-dimensional formats and sounds.
These guys were, these guys I met up with were so good at like fiddle and mando and everything. And we had some, I think it was WAMU out of DC that used to play like bluegrass, especially on Sunday. So I had like a deep love and respect for bluegrass. I'm like, you guys, like, I was working on this EP project, but it's like, let's go for a straight up bluegrass sound too. And so just trying and experimenting with everything.
In a bluegrass band. Yeah. Train John, hillbilly music, harmonica.
Hey man, I got a lot of love for bluegrass. Like,
oh, me too. God, that's why I went from train shine to punk rock because you play just as fast in a bluegrass as you do in a punk rock band. It's kind of weird, but it's kind of similar.
It's surprisingly similar, just, kind of different tones, but you're still rocking just as hard.
Just a little different tones. Like one you're in key and the other one you're not.
Yeah, fuzz covers up mistakes on one, so you got to be really dialed in on some of the others.
Yeah, the bluegrass one, you got to make sure you're right on.
Absolutely. Awesome, man.
So, I think that's it. We got any more questions?
I think I kind of hit.
We'll talk later about what's going on.
I got one other question for you. So you play guitar. One, do you play any other instruments? And two, if there was an instrument that you could learn, what would it be?
So it's interesting. I have a whole separate sort of musical life with. So I grew up in Oklahoma. I'm actually from a tribal community in Oklahoma and sing like traditional songs. And so we're with kind of a powwow drum group, largely with a group of guys from Oklahoma, but sort of intertribal. And so we're, Denver March Powwow when it comes here in town. We're over at the Coliseum 3 days. And so, kind of big drum, traditional songs, traditional language.
Big skin drums, things like
that's
that.
That's it, yeah. And so that's sort of a passion of mine too. And they're so seemingly separate, but it is definitely a musical passion.
How did you get into that originally, like when you were in Oklahoma?
I guess in Oklahoma, it's a big deal, and the drum that I sing with is an Oklahoma style drum group, and have just done that my whole life and gravitated toward.
How long have you been in Denver or Colorado in general?
So we originally moved out here 2019.
Okay.
First in Colorado Springs, maybe up in up this area the next year. I've been pulled back to DC a couple times. So I fully came back to Denver this time, January of this year.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Got it.
Awesome.
So
Welcome.
yeah. Well, welcome back.
Yeah, good to be back.
And do you see yourself here kind of for the foreseeable future at this moment?
Yes.
Awesome, man. I love that. I've been here for 5.5 years, and I kind of really can't imagine living anywhere else right now. So I'm right there with you, man. Awesome.
All right.
Let's move on to the next section.
Yes, this is time for section number 2, where we talk about the great things going on in Denver. One is our sponsor, Fuck Yes Tequila.
Absolutely. Here, pass that and grab.
There we go. We got it Fuck Yes Tequila. Brought to you. Let's see. Imported only in Colorado. Fuck yes.
We love these
shit.
guys.
It's a leaking.
They're awesome.
Good job. Well, we're losing. Sorry. Fuck yes.
What are the names of the guys that we know from Fuck Yes again? I can never remember because I've never met
Chad.
him. Yeah, Chad's the
Chad,
shit.
he's the distributor. Yeah, Fuck Yes Tequila comes from Mexico.
Chad, come and meet me. I haven't had a chance to meet
here
you.
in Denver, and Chad runs it. He named it Fuck Yes Tequila everything, so he knows a little brewery or whatever.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Appreciate your Fuck Yes Tequila.
Fuck Yes.
All right, I have a couple things to talk about for the good things going on in Denver, but do you have one on your list?
Yes, I am playing here Friday night. 3 Awkward Claps and Friends, and I was hoping maybe you'd be around Friday night and join and come play.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so it'd be fun. I'm trying to get just a bunch of little.
Bring in some of the great locals.
Yeah, we can get a band after Thanksgiving, so I said, I'll get me and my friends.
Why not? I'll probably have to come and swing by because Black Friday is my birthday, so I might be roaming around and doing other things. I might have to come swing by and hear you.
It is Black Friday, isn't it? Damn,
well,
I wish
people
I
will
had
be
time to make a
exhausted from
flyer.
shopping. They're going to need a beer after that,
It'll be Black Friday with 3 Awkward Claps and Friends.
Love 3 Awkward Claps. That's such an insane name. I love it so
I know. It's
all right. Well, I'll do my first one right now, which is a group I've shouted out before, but they're called the Colorado Co-op Rideshare. They're basically a local Denver group that is competing with Uber and Lyft to pay their drivers more, create a great rider experience, and make sure that the workers are being treated right, paid well, and all that. Right now, I know that they're still in a phase where it's easier to do a schedule ride. Don't do an impulse ride for a bar because you might be waiting for a minute, but they're great for your airport rides. If you got to work in the morning, schedule a ride with them. It's all local drivers run by local people, and they are really trying to get off the ground, and they're starting to make some good momentum. And so shout out to that crew.
Yeah.
Next one that I have actually has to do with this box. I don't know if it's in shot.
You should grab it.
Is the red box over here in shot, Patrick? If not, I'll grab it. Sweet. It is that time of year. We have a toy drive, and it's fantastic. It's actually run, this one specifically is run by some regulars here at the bar. Shout out to Maya and Leon and her friends. They're calling it the Skids for Kids toy drive. It all goes to the Warren Village Holiday Family Fest. So the Warren Village crew, we're so stoked to be help supporting them and be able to help those that are in need. I'm going to be talking about this over the next few weeks, so this is definitely not the only time it's going to get brought up.
Anybody that doesn't know what Warren Village is, they really saved my sister. She was almost living on the street. She had a single mom. So they take in single moms and they put them up and make sure they get a job, get their life together, and send them loose, and saved my sister.
That's amazing.
It's a great place. It's an absolutely amazing place.
I definitely want to give
nothing but support.
Their kind of little bio here just to make sure that we're hitting all the bases, but it's definitely just reinforcing what you said. Is Warren Village is a Denver-based nonprofit that empowers low-income single-parent families to achieve sustainable stability through affordable housing, education, and support services as well. So, for those that are on the live stream, those that will see this YouTube episode, we're going to keep this going for the next few weeks. Please come over and drop a toy off, and let's help support these kids and these families. It's very important, and this is one of my favorite parts about this time of year is helping out these kind of groups and being able to help those families.
Yes.
Somebody's
just riding dirty behind us right now.
The last thing that I have is next week is episode 50. And I'm really stoked. We're going to have an extra long podcast. We're going to have multiple performances from some special guests.
Smokestack Relics. They did the very first podcast, and we didn't even video it or anything. It was right when we first opened after COVID, and the windows were boarded up because of the riots going on, and they couldn't play music because of COVID protocols. So we were all 6 feet apart from each other. And we just did we're doing here, just an interview instead of them actually playing music. And they're two of my favorite friends, and they're from Tulsa. So I hope, next week's going to be a special week. And then
we also have
Marty Jones, who is just a really good friend of mine. He's been playing here for 30 years. He's one of the first bands that played here, Marty Jones, and he used to be in Marty Jones and the Pork Boy and Poor Boys, but now he's playing by himself, and I'm really honored to have him, and he's great.
And I'm also partially co-opting it and calling it my birthday show because my birthday is Black Friday. So it's episode 50, Travis's birthday, and the Lions Lair legends all here. So please, those of you who are watching the live stream, please come show up. That Sunday, if you're in town. I understand a lot of people are going to be with families, but there's also the Lions Lair family as well. So let's all get together and have a great time.
Yes. And I got to bring up on Thursday, we're open from 4 to midnight, and we give away free hot dogs.
Yes.
So come down. If you had nowhere to go, come on down, hang out at the Lair.
I was talking with C earlier, friend of the show and former guest. He said he's bringing a fuck ton of hot dogs. So.
Yeah, hot dogs.
That's right. He's bringing the chili for the hot dogs. That's what it is. I apologize, C. By
the way, Troy's did this.
C's in the building.
Looks amazing. Finally finished it.
Awesome, man. So we got a lot of great things going on. I'm really stoked about where we're at, and I love this time of year. And so we'd love to have all the Lions Lair family come out for that. So now we're on to our last section.
This is my favorite.
It is my favorite too. I did give Daron an actual heads up a while ago, as opposed to sometimes where we're like, hey, so you get to ask us a question. Oh, I didn't tell you about that ahead of time.
You were supposed to. No, I was.
So, general rule is I don't know what Tony's limits are, but I will basically say anything up until I have to claim the Fifth Amendment. So, do you have a question for both of us, to one of us each, whatever you want to do, man? Floor is yours.
I'll do one kind of multi-part and kind of throw it open to both you guys. And
Sure. Please.
The First one may be a twist on the one you asked me, which is about like craziest show. But given your all's time here, can you think of kind of craziest moment at the Lair for a musical performance or otherwise?
I'll have him do craziest Lair. I'll have him do craziest Lair. I'll do craziest Laxin at the Lair.
At least 1,000 of them, but the first one that pops into my mind is the Dwarves. Anybody know the Dwarves? They're like punk rock,
of course.
And they're known for playing very short shows. And I had my friend Marty. He was a cop. He was on duty back then. We used to have a cop on duty on the major. They were sold out shows, punk rock show. Here they come out of the back room. Naked. The place is fucking packed. And Marty, the cop's like, well, I'm going to go get some coffee over at Pete's Kitchen. Just lock the door. It's a private club until you're done. Then call me and I'll come back. But that was by far. This place was like, I shouldn't even be talking, way oversold. We never do that anymore. And it was so packed in here. And they actually played for 38 minutes. It was their longest show that they'd ever played in like 5 years. And then we opened up for them, and I ended up going on tour with them. I was in a band, Lion, Bitch, and the Restraining Orders back then. So it was a crazy fucking night. Here comes a band, I swear to God, walking out stark ass naked. Every one of them like, huh. The cop's like, oh, we can't stop it. This fucking crowd will roar if we try to tell them to put clothes on. So it's like, yeah, just go have some coffee.
That was definitely not one I was expecting, Chuck. Like that's definitely a new one for the,
yeah, that's a Chuck Gibson moment there.
For the Laxin at the Lair podcast.
Hey, but apparently if you lock the door, it's a private club and everything goes after that.
Totally. I'll do the craziest Laxin at the Lair episode that I've been a part of as mine. It was actually when I was in your seat. I was a guest before I became the co-host of the show. I think we were doing it literally Christmas night.
It was comedy, right?
No, we were doing the podcast. I was the guest. It was when Truffs was in my spot here, and I think we were literally doing it either Christmas Eve or Christmas night. I did some stand-up that night. Yeah. And then out of nowhere, this couple late 50s, early 60s at the oldest comes in and sits in the corner right there, and they're clearly hammered and just start heckling us out of nowhere, especially the guy. And then he's trying to ask questions. He's trying to participate, which whatever, that's fine. And then comes into the front of the stage, and I just see him start undoing his belt. And before he can get his pants all the way down to moon us, before I can even get to him, Truss has already got him lifted along with Chuck. And they threw him out the front door Wild West style. It could have had the flip doors, and they just threw him on his bare ass on the cold ass concrete.
There was no video
out there,
back
and
then,
his wife is just sitting there, just going I don't know what to do.
I just
he tries to come back in, and I have to go talk to him. You just go leave. But all you hear on the audio that's before we did video and things like that. This was a couple years ago in one of the early editions of this podcast. You just hear a bunch of scuffle. And then that's about it. That's all you hear on the audio. And then we all come back and he's still got about that nugget score. And that was the entire thing. It's still one of my all-time favorite memories because it happened it was either Christmas Eve or Christmas night. It was on that holiday, and it was my favorite. And then we had the one a couple weeks ago where another drunk gentleman came in, and I was talking about how I fell in love with Colfax and how I found the Lair, and he walked up, he's like, I'll fall in love with you. I was like, all right, man.
You never know.
And, we didn't have to get up for that because he was very gentle, and Rich and some of the other staff were guiding him away by that point. But those are definitely some of our craziest podcast stories, for sure.
It's crazy. But anyways, it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah. So last question that we have before we close this is, how can we find you? Do you have any gigs coming up?
Oh, he's got his QR codes.
And
I'm sure
we'll add that to the YouTube episode with your QR code and stuff so people can find you. But yeah, how do people find you? What gigs do you have coming up?
So I'm on Instagram and YouTube, and it's Daron Tate. Daron is Daron, like Daron or Daron. And I'll be in Boulder at the Attic Tuesday night, and maybe
hopefully they'll pay you.
Hopefully. Back here.
They're going to start paying you after tonight.
And then apparently this coming Friday to come jam with Chuck.
Yeah, you'll get paid.
Okay.
Yeah.
You hear Friday at the Lion's Lair.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, I
Three
really do
awkward
love
claps
it here.
and friends.
But the Wednesday nights, the Sunday nights, the Friday nights coming up, just what you guys have built here in community, and it is the people you meet and the musicians, and it just makes you a better person, a better musician. So really appreciate what you guys have done.
Yeah, I mean,
The Lions Lair family is real, man. Like
we support. It's crazy how well everybody supports everybody around here, and not only on just Wednesday nights, but weekends and bands and like, oh, I got a band, and it's like some people are like other bars are like, you need a number, I'll give you a number. I try to hook up bands with places to play, get around town, and
it's something that I truly believe that's kind of dictated my whole adult life, and it's definitely been true in Denver. Is good people find good people,
That's
and I truly believe that about this family. And now we're gonna do one of my personal favorite sections of the show is shout out to Patrick, our wonderful producer,
yeah,
the man that makes this all work, the man that makes us all look good, makes the band sound good.
All I do is walk up on stage and drink and have a few talk, and then I leave. And
it is definitely going to be a milestone episode that we're going to have Patrick come up and we just talk to him for 3 hours. He's one of the most awesome people and interesting people I've ever known. He's not only a great producer, sound man, he's also a wonderful musician. Oh. And so please, how do you pronounce your last name, Patrick?
Nagel.
It's Nagel, right?
Yeah.
Please go find Patrick Nagel on Instagram. Find him on YouTube. Go find his music. I loved his last couple tracks that he's produced.
I gotta say,
shout out to him.
I gotta say one other thing about Pat. He's the master of finding. I said, hey, I need a pickup for my banjo. And he gets me 5 of them for $28.
Hell yeah, man.
I'm giving them to people. They're like, I'm like, take this, dude. It'll change your life.
Bridget, don't watch this episode, but I'm working on he's helping me out with a specific Christmas present for my wife. So first, that's music related. So I'll shout out to Patrick. He's the man.
All right. Well, I guess this has been it. This is episode 49 in the books. Laxin at the Lions. Dude. I almost said fucking at Laxin at the fucking Lions Lair, which I just said. Laxin at the Lions Lair, episode 49. I'm Chuck Gibson with my host,
Travis Dowdy, with our special guest for this evening,
Daron Tate. Thank you, guys.
Thank you all so
man.
much.
Thank you so much for doing this, man.
Have a great night, everybody.
You were
I also
awesome.
just realized I think my fly has been down the entire episode.
Really?
Yep. just throw a black bar over here in case my parents or any future employers eventually try to find it.
Pixel.
All right, thank you, everybody.
Thank you.